Hey guys, we'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the 4th week of May, so let's get started. Our first game announcement this week is a very exciting one. 20XX is coming to the Switch. Following several hints from the developers, this Mega Man-inspired roguelike action platformer will offer full co-op support locally and online. Seemingly out of nowhere, Capcom announced Resident Evil 7 Cloud version, which is a streamable version of the game currently only available in Japan. It's safe to say that the response has been a little bit negative to say the least, so it'll be interesting if we end up seeing more of these offerings in the future. Exceed and Marvelous are teaming up to release Gal Metal in the West. This rhythm game released in Japan a few months back, where each Joy-Con acts as a drumstick and tasks you to follow the rhythm of the song. The martial arts platform fighter Roof Rage pins up to 8 players fighting locally in 2D pixel art arenas, and up to 2 players can fight online. The successful Kickstarter for Stoneshard has reached its goal and is coming to the Switch later this year. This is a pixel art open world roguelike RPG with survival elements and tactical freedom where you make your own choices and you play however you want. The puzzle adventure game Enigmatic 2 The Mists of Ravenwood is a sequel to Enigmatic The Ghost of Maple Creek. Picking up right where it left off, the detective is now in the hot trails of a demonic preacher who's always one step ahead. Bringing its point-and-click gameplay with an Afro-Caribbean twist, The Journey Down is coming to the Switch. Split into 3 chapters, the game will be releasing sequentially on the eShop next week. Releasing June 8th, Legendary 11 is an arcade soccer game that's all about reliving the golden age of football, featuring 36 teams. The deck-building roguelike RPG A Long Way Down features procedurally generated battles, with plenty of mechanics to either hinder or downright stop your progress through your journey. The Low Road is a point-and-click graphic adventure experience that's set in the 80s, and it follows corporate spies with a very unique style and visuals. The sci-fi adventure pixel art game Songbringer is releasing on the Switch May 31st, and along its release it will include all of the previously released DLC along the Trial of Ren DLC. Listed and released on the eShop, Atomine is a twin-stick procedural roguelike shooter that will test your reflexes with fast gameplay and huge boss battles. Yet another successful Kickstarter project, Backbone, will be making its way to the Switch later this year. This is a pixel art cinematic adventure game with stealth and action elements. Releasing May 31st on the Japanese eShop, Defoliation is a mystery novel puzzle game where you're solving cases and each of your choices will affect the ending. The romance visual novel Nurse Love Addiction is releasing on the Japanese eShop this week. Sadly, it only offers Japanese text, and we're hoping a localization effort is on their way. Featuring a 2D pixel art look with 3D modern lighting and dynamic shadows, Xenosis Alien Infestations offers a top-down sci-fi adventure and survival experience. An interesting duo of games is coming to the Switch. Game Paradise and Plus Alpha Beta are meant to be parodies of arcade shooters, with a colorful cast and even new characters. Announced at Anime Central 2018, the visual novel My Girlfriend is a Mermaid is coming to the Switch later this year, and it will be localized to the States and Europe as well, featuring a better visual experience and new story branches. Releasing June 21st, Lost in Harmony is a musical runner that blends a story into a rhythm game. The 2D pixel art action game Pirate Pop Plus has players dodging and popping bubbles with an anchor while collecting power-ups and managing gravity. Appearing on the eShop, Discovery is a sandbox building experience with up to 4 players where you can build and compete with friends. Announced and released on the eShop this week, 6180 The Moon is a unique platformer with a simple color palette. Access Games announced Quad Fighter K and is releasing on the Switch May 31st. And that's all the games we'll be covering this week. A pretty quiet lineup this week with a lot of indies and nothing over the top crazy. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. See ya.